In this video, you're going to be running your first Node app. You're going to create a simple Hello World example, and I'm going to show you how to run it from the terminal. To get started, I'm going to pop open my terminal. And what I want to do in the terminal is navigate into Node Basics. Now, depending on where you put your folder, the commands might be different. For me, I start off in my user folder, and I simply need to navigate into the desktop, and then I'm going to navigate into Node Basics, all in the same command. You can actually chain folders with CD. So here I navigate into desktop, and then from desktop I navigate into Node Basics. So instead of running two commands, CD desktop and CD Node Basics, I can simply run one command. There we go. I can type ls just to make sure. You can see there is no files in this folder. Perfect. Next up, I want you to pop open Sublime Text or whatever editor you chose for this course. I'm going to go ahead and save this empty file, and I want to save it in the Node Basics folder. Once again, for me, that's desktop, Node Basics. I'm going to be calling my file hello-world.js. Right up here, you can see the tab now has the file name right inside of it. Fantastic. This is going to be our entire program, everything in this file. It's going to be one line, and all it's going to do is print out the words Hello World. Hello World is a great program to create when you're learning a new language. It's as basic as a program can get. You create a program that simply outputs a string. In this case, I'm going to create a program that outputs Hello World. Take a moment to follow along in Sublime Text. Don't worry about the exact details of all the characters I type. I promise we're going to be covering all of this in more detail in the next section. For now, though, just follow along. I'm going to type the word console, C-O-N-S-O-L-E. Up next is the period key. I'm going to be calling this the dot throughout the course. So instead of console period, I would say console dot. Up next is log. Log is going to be a function. A function is nothing more than a way to execute some code. Now, I'm going to open up a set of parentheses, and you can see Sublime Text automatically completes them. I'm going to do the same thing with the single quote key just to the left of the enter key, and Sublime Text closes the quote key as well. This auto-completion feature is really cool. Essentially, it just saves you some time as you're typing. It might be a little uncomfortable at first. You're not used to having the computer finish these sentences for you. And by sentences, I mean computer sentences. But I promise you're going to get used to it, and when you don't have it one day, for some reason, you're going to be upset because it's so handy. All right, now is the thing we want to actually say. So all I'm going to do is type hello space world. There's no special format for anything in this string. I could type whatever I want like this, and that's perfectly fine. But just for this example, I'm going to type hello world. I want you to navigate to the end of the line and type a semicolon key, which is just to the right of the L key on your keyboard. Perfect. That is the Hello World example. A simple program that just prints out Hello World. Go ahead and save your file. It's important that you save the file. Otherwise, Node is going to run the previously saved version, which in this case is just an empty file. Now, over to the terminal. When you want to run a program in the terminal, you use a new command called node. Just like we introduced cd, which stands for change directory, and pwd, which stands for print working directory, we're going to run the node command, N-O-D-E. Now, node also requires the file name, otherwise it won't know what to run. So in this case, I'm going to type a space, and then the file name, hello-world.js. Once you have that command typed out, go ahead and click enter. And you should see your program runs successfully. Very cool. Running a Node program is pretty simple. It really only requires you to type Node and then the file name that starts the program. All right, a quick project for you. I want you to edit hello world to say hello, your name. In my case, I'm going to type hello Andrew inside of the quotes. After you type your name instead of world, head over to the terminal and run your program and make sure you see the correct output. Take a moment to pause the video, and when you have the output in the terminal, go ahead and click play. All right, hopefully you were able to get that done without too much trouble. Here's how I would have done it. First thing I'm going to do is delete the word world. I'm going to type my name, and then I'm going to use Command S to save the file. Now that the file is saved, I can head over to the terminal and run the new program. Over in the terminal, I'm going to type node space hello-world.js. Right here, you can see hello Andrew prints to the screen. Perfect. Now that you know how to navigate in the terminal and run Node applications, in the next chapter, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the basics of JavaScript and Node.js. So, stick around and I'll see you soon.